Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean your beaters and any other shoes you got laying around. We're going to be doing 3 different types of materials so you guys can see how to clean each type of shoe. Also going to be letting you guys know how long these shoes have been dirty, just so you guys can have a realistic expectation of how your shoes are going to look after giving them a nice decent clean. For the cleaning supplies, I'm going to be using what's in the Factory Lace Ultimate Kit. Factory Laced was kind enough to send this kit over. You guys can use any kit or any cleaning supplies you guys want, and I'm going to be giving you guys some alternatives to some of these tools that are in the kit, but I would highly recommend this kit since it's pretty much going to have everything you're going to need for a solid shoe clean. I'll leave a link down in the description so you guys can check it out. If you guys do decide to go ahead and buy the kit, use the code REGULARGEAR15 for 15% off your order. Your boy got coats now. Now let's talk about the shoes we're going to be cleaning. First up is going to be these Nike Prestos. Most of the shoe is going to be this knit mesh material. I haven't cleaned these in a really long time. It's probably been like 2 years. I'm hoping to have decent results. What I am worried about is the urethane cage because, as you guys can see, it's pretty scratched up and it's yellowed a bit. I don't think we're going to get the yellowing out, but we're going to try to remove as many of those blemishes as we can. Next up is going to be the classic Vans Skate High. Now these are a mixture of suede and canvas. I haven't cleaned these in a couple of months, so not that long. Definitely expecting good results with these. Lastly, we're going to be cleaning my leather Stan Smiths. Now, these haven't gotten a proper cleaning since I've gotten them. And with the age of the shoe, the leather is not in the best condition, and it's also got some scrapes. That's going to be requiring like a paint touch up, which we're not going to be doing in this video, so we're going to be strictly cleaning. But I do expect to have decent results with this one, so let's get into it. As you guys can see, I got my whole setup. I put a towel beneath me. Clean shoes can be pretty messy, so we want to make sure to be clean. First order of business is to put our shoe trees in. As you guys can see, it definitely comes in clutch for these mesh shoes since it doesn't have a whole lot of support on the upper. So with this, it's definitely going to help out a lot. Alternatively, if you guys don't have shoe trees, you guys can pack the toe box with socks, newspaper. Sometimes when you buy these shoes, it comes with these paper stuffings, and if you're lucky enough, you can even get the cardboard moldings that come inside the shoe, and definitely use those as well. Whatever is going to get the job done. Next up, we're going to remove the laces. Then we're going to be using our cleaning solution. We're going to put it on our brush, and I'm using the so-called Suede Brush. It's supposed to be one of the softer brushes, and the reason I'm using the softer brushes is obviously because we don't want to damage the mesh with any of the harder brushes brushing too roughly, so we're going to be pretty gentle with it. If you don't have brushes, you can also use a toothbrush. Mini toothbrushes also come in different bristle strengths. It's going to take you a little bit longer than using dedicated shoe brushes, but it should get the job done. Also, you guys can use a sponge. I like to use one of these sponges. The spongy side is good for the upper of the shoe, especially for leather. And then it's got that Scotch Brite pad on the rear, which is good for the outsole. Gonna brush everywhere, especially under the cage. Once we're done cleaning, you want to dry off the upper with a towel. Ideally, you would want to repeat this. So you would brush, dry, and then repeat until you don't see any more dirt on the towel or until you're satisfied. Once I'm satisfied, you can see that the upper looks a lot cleaner than before. Next up, we're going to be cleaning the urethane cage. Now ideally you want to clean the cage beforehand. I'm not so smart, so I didn't, but you definitely should. But it's soft as well because again, you don't want to mess up the upper. Then we dry it off with our towel, but we're also going to kind of buff it with the towel as another way to clean it and get any of the missed dirt. Then you're going to repeat this step until you're satisfied. Once I'm done, you can see that the cage still has some marks and stains that we couldn't get out. The only real way to get those out is probably going to be with like sandpaper or something. Now, next up, we're going to be cleaning the outsole. Now, ideally, again, you would want to probably clean the outsole before cleaning the upper. But again, I wasn't thinking. For the outsole, we're going to be using the medium brush. I didn't want to use the hard metal bristle brush because I thought it would be too rough and scratch the soft midsole. But looking back at it, it probably wouldn't have. When cleaning the midsole, you want to be careful not to scratch the upper with a brush because this is a harder brush. Once we're satisfied, we're going to dry it off and admire our work. Super clean. Lastly, we're going to be cleaning our laces. What I do is I like to fold them up. I dampen them a little bit. I put some solution on it. We rub it back and forth in between our hands just to get all that dirt. And then we dunk them in the water and rinse them out. And just keep doing this, just wetting them and then rubbing them between our hands until we're satisfied. As you can see, these are freaking dirty. The water instantly turned yucky. And then once we're satisfied, we're gonna run it through our towel just to give it one last run through. All right, next up, we're gonna be cleaning the Vans Skate Highs. Now, same thing, we're gonna put in our shoe trees or whatever you got laying around, and then we're gonna remove the laces. Then I'm gonna use the suede brush again, put the solution on it, and then brush the upper. I am being pretty gentle with it because it's not too dirty and the suede's a little more delicate material. Also, I'm careful with it just because of the dye. It does tend to transfer, and it'll start to transfer a little bit on the brush, so just being careful all around. And then also doing the jazz strip, do the same thing. This one's leather. And then also doing the canvas paneling. Same thing, you want to dry it with a towel and repeat if you need to. I just did one go through since the upper wasn't too dirty. Next we're going to clean the outsole, same thing, medium brush, and just go to town. Dry it off and then repeat until we are satisfied. I didn't use the metal bristle brush, which I definitely should have, because it wouldn't have scratched it at all. So I definitely regret not using the metal brush. Alright, we are satisfied, and look at the shoe, looks pretty much brand new. And then again, we're going to clean our laces, same thing. We're going to put the solution on it, rub it between our hands, rinse it out, and then just repeat. And then once we're satisfied, we're going to give it one run through the towel, and then boom, they're nice and clean. Lastly, we're going to be cleaning the Stan Smiths. Again, put in your shoe trees, remove the laces. Now for the leather, I didn't clean it too much because it wasn't super duper dirty. I used the soft brush. The only place that really was kind of dirty was the tongue, so I definitely cleaned that. I even cleaned the back of the tongue as well. So that was the only place that really needed a good cleaning. Back of the tongue was a bit stubborn, but I got it to look pretty clean. So once our upper is clean, move on to the outsole, same thing as before. Again, medium brush, go to town. I actually did use the metal bristle brush, and that actually worked really well for getting out the kind of more stubborn spots of the outsole, because these shoes, the outsole, I hadn't cleaned it in years and it's really old. So it worked really well in getting it out. You do have to be careful, obviously, because you don't want to scratch the leather with the metal bristles. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera because my camera battery died. I also didn't show me cleaning the laces, but you guys get the idea. You know, you dampen them, put the solution on them between your hands, rinse and repeat, and then run it through the towel. So we're going to be showing you guys the before and after. As you can see, all three shoes look crispy, brand spanking new, super duper nice. For the Prestos, I got them as clean as I could. The cage still had some blemishes on it, and then the outsole was pretty worn, and it obviously has the wrinkles, but it looks way cleaner now. And then our Vans, we also did clean them. Our outsole still had a couple spots. I didn't run the metal bristles through it. If I would have used the metal bristle brush, it probably would have taken care of a lot of spots on the outsole. So I do regret not using it, but overall, I really like the results. The shoe looks almost brand new. And then lastly, the Stan Smiths. This one's I actually did use the metal bristle, so it worked out really well. As you can see, it also still has the blemishes on the leather, which is, you know, cleaning that's not going to remove anything. It's going to need like a dye. But overall, really happy with the results. The outsole looks super crispy. Then on feet, the Prestos look super duper clean. Then our Vans on feet also look super duper crispy. They look brand new on feet. Look fantastic. The cleaning really made it one hell of a difference. And then our Stan Smith on feet also looks super duper crispy. Definitely works some magic on the Stan Smiths. Really nice looking. So yeah, clean your shoes, man. It's gonna make you look a lot more presentable, proper, and it honestly didn't really take me that long. And honestly, you could probably clean a pair of shoes in under an hour and give it a really good clean and make them look almost like new. I remember walking into a shoe store with my super dirty Converse that I've never cleaned in my life, and let's just say the employee looked at me with his mouth open because of how dirty my Converse were. He pretty much just roasted me after that. It was a little comfortable, but he was right. Can't be walking around with dirty shoes, especially you ladies, man. Nobody likes the dirty Air Forces, so now you know how to clean your shoes, go clean your Air Forces. So guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it. Seeing the before and after was really cool to see. Like I said, I'm going to be linking the cleaning kit down below in the description. Use the code REGULARGEAR15 to get 15% off the ultimate cleaning kit. It's going to have everything you guys are going to need to get results like here in the video. Follow me on TikTok at regulargear. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.